What's one thing that you think people getting into the field, or even guys that are in the field for a while, should know or should hear, or do you have some words of advice for them?
Oh, I don't. I believe you can't stop reading. I mean, I take time out every day, to make sure that I have, time blocked off. This is to read. I've got journals. I buy new books, and that is, you have to keep up. Now, some of the keeping up is all right, and I remember talking with Kim Wood one time, and he always used to quote his 8th grade teacher, and it's, read not to believe, but to weigh and consider. So when you're reading something, you don't read it to believe, but you weigh and consider the information that you're reading, and that some of it may be beneficial. Some of it may be a reaffirmation of what you thought is correct, and you find a lot of people really need that. They maybe are a little insecure with what they're doing with their athletes, so a lot of times they need a reaffirmation of what they're doing to say, yeah, I think this is what I'm doing is right. And if your athletes aren't getting stronger, they're not improving their metabolic fitness, then you have to really consider, what the hell are you doing then? I mean, an athlete should be getting stronger. They should be in better metabolic, shape. If some of them don't have eating disorders, hopefully their body composition's improving will be beneficial for them. And after that, I mean, that's all you can do. Hopefully you've coached them up enough, and when they get to their regular sports coach, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, they're ready. They're ready for the demands of practice, or ready for the demands of the sport. And a lot of times, as a strength coach, and I've talked to different strength coaches about this when we talk about, all right, how much do you really need to condition a football player for? Well, sometimes the demands of the game are different than the demands of practice. Sometimes you got to make sure these guys are ready for a torturous practice, because if they're not, the position coaches and the head coaches will look at you and these guys aren't ready. Well, maybe they're ready to play the game of football. Maybe they're not ready to go through a 3-hour practice. So you always have to keep that in the back of your mind too, is that, yeah, maybe they're ready to, maybe they could go out and play a game. But this 3-hour practice, this is normal. So you have to be aware of that as well, and some of that will come through communication with your, particular position coaches and head coach.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day there, my man. I know you're a busy guy with a boatload of men to take care of, and I believe you're getting ready for Central Michigan this weekend, and I wish you luck there. Hopefully that's another W for you guys, and get the season rolling for you. Again, I appreciate you taking the time and out of your day there to share some insights. I actually have a boatload of notes already that I have written down, so I'm sure this has been very helpful for a lot of people as well. If someone had any questions and wanted to follow up with you, how would they go about getting in touch with you?
Really easy, Rob. They can either get contact through Ed Sicali at the Athletic Strength and Power website, or what I'll do is I will actually forward you my personal email. So if you're on the Smarter Team Training, we'll have that listed here. That will be in conjunction with the podcast. So I'll forward that to any listener that wants additional information. They feel free to contact me at via email.
Cool. I can definitely add that to the blog post there when we push this out to everybody. And again, thank you very much for taking the time out of the day. I appreciate all the things that you're doing. You've always been very helpful for me or to me whenever I have a question or one of the interns call, or even putting someone in touch with you. And everyone always speaks very highly, and I appreciate your professionalism and your willingness to help the field move forward, my man. Thank you very much for taking the time out, and I look forward to keeping in touch.
All right. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you. I'm very humbled to be interviewed, and hopefully any information that I have was going to be helpful. And if anybody has a question that I don't have the answer to, I'll certainly try to point you in the right direction.
Not a problem. Good luck this weekend, my man. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.